Hey, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you could come over today. I know. I've been talking about doing this for a while. Yes, we're here to do our little skincare chat. Yes, just get you started. Awesome. Okay, so I know we've talked about like skincare a little bit before, but remind me again, what kind of like skin do you have? I know it sounds like a weird question, but are you familiar with skin types at all? A little bit. Okay, so let me ask you a few questions and get a feel for where your skin's at. So, do you feel like your skin is oily? So, do you feel like you have a lot of extra oils, a lot of acne sometimes? Not really. Okay. So, do you ever feel like your skin gets dry? That sort of tight feeling? Yeah. Okay, so your skin definitely is on the drier side. Same, me too. Um, and how do you feel about acne? Do you have a lot? Not really. Maybe hormonal a little bit during that time of the month. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so where are you at right now with your skincare products? Okay, nothing too crazy. Right. So basically just using whatever soap is around, whatever's in the shower. Yeah. No, yeah, that's like been there, totally. So it's where we all start, right? No one really knows until you start kind of putting some time into figuring out what skincare you like. Yeah. Well, I just started getting into skincare a little bit recently. And since we have kind of similar skin types, it sounds like, maybe it would be good for us to chat about it a little bit. Like, yeah, I mean, that's why you're here. So I grabbed some of the skincare stuff that I've been using recently just to show you and see what you think. And it would maybe be like a nice place to start. Okay, awesome. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I grabbed is this. Now, this is a specific face wash for people with a little bit of sensitive skin, which dry and sensitive can kind of go hand in hand. Now, what you're going to want to use in the shower, instead of just like whatever's around, is a soap that is specifically made for the face, and probably something that's also hydrating or made for sensitive skin. Yeah, because what you're probably noticing just using whatever's in the shower is that it can be a little bit harsh. Yeah, dry out your skin a little bit more than maybe you'd think, for sure. So something like this is just gonna help to alleviate some of that right away. This one I just got at TJ Maxx pretty recently. I think it was under $5. It was pretty cheap, so you don't have to spend tons of money to get decent skincare. But this is from the brand Simple, which is a brand that I've been using for a while and I like. And this is their refreshing facial wash, and it says it is their kind to skin formula, which basically means that there's no artificial perfume, no color, like no harsh chemicals that can upset your skin, no alcohol, no mineral oil. So basically what that means is that it's just going to be really gentle, which is all you're looking for the most part. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to use this once or twice a day. I will typically use this in the shower. If I shower in the morning, I'll use it in the shower in the morning, and then at night I'll also use it to just take off any makeup or sunscreen that I've applied during the day. And basically how you use this, the directions say here, in your hands, work a small amount into a lather, massage onto wet skin, and then rinse with water. So it's really, really simple to use. I just take a little bit out of the top here. It's kind of, ooh, I blew a bubble. Oh, I did not the other one. It's kind of, I'm trying to get a little bit to show you so you can see. There it goes. It's kind of just a clear gel. And I just take out like a little palm, maybe like the center of my palm sized amount. And I just rub it in my fingers like this. And then gently apply it to my face. And I also usually apply it to my neck area. And just cleanse the skin, getting rid of any oils or sunscreen, dirt, if you happen to wear makeup. Yeah, maybe some makeup. So this will just very gently get rid of all of that for you and maybe stop some of that acne. Yeah, I know you said most of your acne is hormonal, so not something we can necessarily do a lot about, but this will help any of that, any of the acne that's caused by clogged pores. That'll just help rinse that out. And it makes your skin feel really fresh. And there are a lot of brands that make really basic cleansers like this. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I tend to shop at TJ Maxx, Target, Walmart. Yeah, places where they'll have some basic things. So Simple is a good brand. And I've used a Cetaphil cleanser that I enjoyed as well. Ooh, that was kind of loud. Sorry. I've used a Cetaphil cleanser before that I liked. So lots of brands do these, but you're going to want to start with a really basic cleanser. Like I said, you can use that a couple times a day for sure. Now, sometimes I find that with the dry skin, like we got going on, you can get little, maybe flaky patches. I get some on my chin, my nose. Yeah, and so something really nice to do with that, and just to remove like dead skin cells, is to just grab like a washcloth or a muslin cloth, and instead of rubbing this product in with your fingers, you can rub it in with a cloth and just really gently massage it with the cloth. And that'll take off some of those dead skin cells or maybe flaky patches and help your skin feel really fresh. Yeah, we call that a basic like exfoliation. And I tend not to use, sometimes if you go to the store and you're looking for skincare products, they'll advertise exfoliators, and those things work well for some people, but when you have drier or maybe more sensitive skin, using something really gentle, just like a regular cloth. I use my baby's washcloths a lot. Yeah, I have tons. You can totally take one if you want. And they're really cheap, so easy to find, but they're really perfect because they're nice and small, and I think they're just made of like muslin, and they just really gently exfoliate the skin. Yeah, so I do that maybe once a week, whenever my skin is feeling like it needs a little refresher. That's a good thing to do. So the next thing, do you sometimes notice when you get out of the shower that your skin feels a little tight? That like tight dryness, for sure. So one thing that is important, the second step in a basic skincare routine, is going to be using something like this. This is a moisturizer, and basically this just gets rid of some of that dryness and helps add back in the natural moisture to the skin that we can sometimes take away when we use a cleanser. So this is from the brand CeraVe, or CeraVe. It might be CeraVe. And this is a really popular moisturizer. It's gentle, not very expensive, and it's really widely available. I've been using this for a long time and I really enjoy it. They also make a cleanser that matches this moisturizer, so if something like this is not really up your alley, you can always get a cleanser that matches your moisturizer, and those will typically work well together. So this is the CeraVe's Daily Moisturizing Lotion, and this is for normal to dry skin, and it's developed with dermatologists to moisturize and help restore the protective skin barrier. So like I was saying, we can sometimes remove that when we're cleansing off, oils or dirt, and something like this will just help restore that. So this has a unique formula that has 3 essential ceramides that moisturize and help restore, like I said, that skin barrier. It's gentle on skin and allergy tested, and it contains hyaluronic acid. If you're looking at moisturizers, hyaluronic acid is a really important ingredient to look for because it will really help moisturize your skin. So if this particular brand isn't something you're interested in or something that you can find, hyaluronic acid is a really good ingredient to look for in other moisturizers. So the directions here just say, apply liberally as often as needed or as directed by a physician. Avoid direct contact with eyes. So and with all skincare, for the most part, you're going to want to avoid contact with eyes. But and I love this bottle too, like this pretty blue that it's got going on. And it's got like this, you can kind of see on the side, it's like embossed into the side of the packaging. Little things, right? It's upside down. But I think sometimes how a product looks is kind of important. Like, it can make you feel really nice while you're using it. So, I like how this looks, and it feels really nice on my skin. It's just really gentle and helpful. So, the second step in your basic skincare routine is going to be a moisturizer. Now, the cleanser, the simple exfoliator if you want to, and the moisturizer are going to be your 2 most important things. So if you already are feeling a little bit like this is a lot, that's a great place to stop. Those 2 basic things are really what you need. But if you're feeling like, ooh, this is interesting, and you want to get a little more into it, another product that you can use, and that I recently just started using, is some kind of a serum. So, a serum is basically something that you can apply in between your cleanser and your moisturizer. So you've cleansed your skin, maybe you're in the shower. After you get out of the shower, this would be what you would apply before the moisturizer. So what I have here is a vitamin C serum, and vitamin C has been really kind of a popular, talked about ingredient recently. It's an anti-aging serum, and in my opinion, you can never start too early with your anti-aging. As much as we can preserve our skin as it is now, the better, right? So this tells us that vitamin C targets dark spots, uneven tone, and expression lines, and it promotes a firmer looking complexion, and this contains ferulic acid, which supports a luminous, youthful radiance. And this just comes in a 1.75 ounce bottle, so almost 2 ounces. And I just picked this up at TJ Maxx too. When you're first getting started, pricing can seem intimidating, so I tend to, we've been talking about. So like I said, the directions for this just say, after cleansing face, drop serum onto fingertips for application. Gently pat product onto skin, focusing on problem areas. Allow several minutes for serum to absorb. Follow with moisturizer. May be applied daily, day, or night. And the packaging for this is just a glass bottle. And then up on top here, we have this little white pipette dropper. And if we unscrew this, there we go. You can see the little pipette up here, and you would just drop the product like this onto your fingers and apply it to your face. So that's serum. Now, another thing that you notice about this jar, and this is important if you want to buy any products that contain vitamin C, this jar is a darkened glass, and that's really important for vitamin C products because products that contain vitamin C are photosensitive. So vitamin C as an ingredient is photosensitive, which means that if the vitamin C is continually exposed to sunlight, the ingredient will become less effective. So basically, it's not going to work as well if it's exposed to sunlight. And I've gotten fooled many times by creams and things that come in packaging where you're opening the lid and it's exposed to the light. Or if it's in a bottle like this and the bottle is clear, watch out for that. But yeah, this is just, did I say it was by the brand Advanced Clinicals? I don't really know much about the brand. I just know that it was the TJ Maxx, and the ingredients list, it had the vitamin C I was looking for, and it was in a photosensitive bottle. So I'm trying it out. I'll let you know how it goes. But if you're interested in adding a little extra beyond the basic moisturizer and cleanser, a serum of some kind in there might be nice, for sure. Now, we've talked a little bit, I know, in the past about self-care. Yeah. And caring for yourself in healthy ways is really, really important. Yeah. You deserve that time to take for yourself. And skincare can definitely be one way to care for yourself and to take time to do something kind for yourself in a really healthy way. And one thing that I use if I really feel like I want to care for myself or spend a little extra time is something like this. These are a product called face masks. Have you heard of these before? A little bit, yeah. They're really popular right now, especially, I know, I think of like back in the day, my mom used to have Noxema. Do you remember that? Yeah. She would apply it like all over her face, and it was this green, like this crazy green color. Yeah, it scared my sister. Yeah, and so they've been, those were like the face masks of the past. But face masks have been around for a long time, and recently they're becoming really popular to buy in these little pouches. So this one is hydrating, and this one is like a deep cleansing one. These are both from the brand K Bella. I keep turning these. These are both from the brand K Bella, and I just bought them at Target. Pretty inexpensive. And yeah, they both, I'll just talk you through a little bit of like what they do. So this one is is, like I said, a cleansing mask. So I tend to use this when I get hormonal acne, or if I've spent a couple of days, like especially now in the summer at the beach, and maybe there's sunscreen and some sand and sweat. Yeah, I tend to use this kind of a mask in times like that. This is basically an aloe vera cream mask, and it is 15 grams or half an ounce. And if you open this packet, it's basically just a gel inside here. Like I said, this is a single-use packet. So you would open it, use as much of the product as you'd like, and then just throw away the packaging. Now, this mask, it says it is specifically formulated to target problem areas of oily, normal, and T-zone skin. Just like I said, I use this when I get a little more acne. And it gets to work on application, helping to cleanse the skin, keeping it in check, and helping to moisturize, nourish, and rejuvenate. And basically what you do, it says, simply cleanse your face with warm water and then apply the mask with your fingertips. Relax and enjoy for up to 15 minutes while the aloe vera goes to work, and then rinse with warm water and gently pat dry. So, this is definitely, talking about self-care, you have to sit there for at least that 15 minutes and take care of this and have it sit. So I find this is super nice if I'm struggling. Sometimes we get really caught up in stress and it's hard to find the time to sit down and slow down and take some purposeful time. So if you have something like this, it sort of forces you to be still for that 15 minutes. And I'll typically use that 15 minutes to maybe meditate, maybe read a book, just do something relaxing for myself while this is working. So that's this mask. And then I also have this mask. This is another mask by the K Bella brand, and this is a hydrating mask. This one contains pineapple extract and sodium hyaluronate. Never really heard of that ingredient, but it's a peel-off mask. So again, you'll open this and it'll just be like a gel that'll go all over your face and you can peel off. And this one is suitable for all skin types, but especially dry skin. And it says, hydrate and refresh your skin with our pineapple peel-off mask. It's designed to help skin feel firmer, whilst the pineapple extract helps to keep your skin feeling hydrated. And this contains pineapple extract and, like I said, that sodium hyaluronate ingredient. And the directions for this one are: simply cleanse your face with warm water and then apply the mask with your fingertips, avoiding hair, eyes, eyebrows, and lips. Relax and enjoy for up to 20 minutes or until the mask is dry and your skin feels tightened and toned. Gently peel the mask off and remove any remaining product with warm water. So it's another one that really gives you some intentional time to focus on yourself You gotta sit there for 20 minutes, so you might as well enjoy yourself during that 20 minutes. And I tend to use masks like this after I've cleansed my face and before I've moisturized. So I'll cleanse my face just to make sure that there's not a layer of like dead skin cells or dirt or anything like that, so that the products within these masks can penetrate as best as possible. And then after I use them, even the hydrating mask, I tend to find that I need to follow up with my moisturizer just to really replenish my skin. Moisturizer is kind of the final step, and it makes your skin feel really comfortable too. Yeah, I'm sure you've noticed, like, if you're just using, basic whatever's in the shower kinds of soaps, your skin can feel uncomfortable. Yeah, for sure. And this moisturizer is just kind of, your basic important thing to make your skin feel as comfortable as possible. So, that's a couple of different things that you could use. So let's go over again the whole routine. Okay, so you're gonna want to start, like I said, with your cleanser. Cleanser can be done once or twice a day. I typically do twice, in the shower or at the sink. Then, if your skin is feeling like you have extra dead skin cells, extra flakiness that you want to remove, get a little washcloth. You can have one of my baby washcloths and do a little extra exfoliation. Take the time. Okay, so that is the first step. Then, if you're just going basic, like we talked about, moisturizer. Okay, if you want to add in something a little fancy, something a little extra, a serum. Vitamin C is a great ingredient to look for in a serum, but there are lots of different serums out on the market that you could check out. So serum is the next step. And then if you want to take some time and give yourself a little self-care boost, masks like this are a great option. And I think I forgot to mention how many different types of masks are available. Like that whole big section in Target now has like tons of different masks. You can get masks at TJ Maxx, at Walmart, at Ulta. If you start heading to like Ulta and Sephora, you're definitely going to get into like the higher echelon of masks and skincare. So if you find you start with this basic routine and that you really like love it and think it's really positive for you, there's a lot of like I said, upper tier kind of skincare. It's a little bit more expensive, but might be worth the investment if you feel like it's something that you really enjoy and something that'll help relax you and, care for yourself and your skin at the same time. Yeah. So maybe sometime if you like the basic skincare routine and you feeling like you want to do a little more, we could always head to Ulta together or maybe Sephora and check out some of the face masks they have there, maybe some of the other kinds of serums and little things like that. Yeah, and there's also like special creams for like your eyes. I know my under eyes sometimes feel extra dry, and I sometimes use a specific like under eye night cream for that. So that's another product that we could look out for. There are also, if your acne is ever bothering you, like little spot treatment kinds of products that we could go look at sometime. Yeah. Trying to think of other things that you can use. Oh, I forgot to mention, one of the most important things about skincare in general, especially if you do end up using a vitamin C product like this one, is sunscreen. Yeah, and I know like how important sunscreen is normally, but On your face especially, sunscreen is going to be the most important thing that you can do to keep your skin healthy and comfortable for you. So we know that sun can do a lot of damage, and I typically use, I forgot to grab it, but I typically just use my toddler's sunscreen on my face. I get the Aveeno Baby SPF 50 brand, and I just apply that all the way from my scalp down my neck, and then I use like an adult sunscreen on the rest of my body, because baby sunscreen is a little bit more expensive, but it's typically a mineral sunscreen, which is just a little bit better for your skin, and won't clog your pores as much as maybe like one of those sport body sprays that we might use as sunscreen. So make sure if you're ever outside, which we all are pretty much every day, apply that sunscreen in the morning. Make sure you're wearing it all day long. You don't want to get a sunburn, and you don't want to get any damage to your skin from lack of sunscreen and from the sun. So, and I think, like I said, it's really important, especially if you're using the serum. I forget if I told you this, but the serum does say on the back, sunburn alert. So it says, this product contains alpha hydroxy acids that can increase your skin's sensitivity to sunlight. So it says, use a sunscreen and limit sun exposure while using this product and for 2 weeks afterwards. So especially if you're using something with alpha hydroxy acids, it's really important to watch that sunscreen and make sure you're really on top of it, because we really don't want that damage, not only for aesthetic reasons but for health reasons. It's not, we all know now the dangers of UVA and UVB light if it's really strong. So sunscreen, super, super, super important. Yeah, I would say if anything, your cleanser, your moisturizer, and your sunscreen are going to be your 3 most important pieces of skincare to apply on a daily basis. Yes, and if you want to use makeup, I do on occasion, sometimes I don't, but if you want to, that would go over top of any moisturizers, serums, things like that you're using. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for like a super basic routine. Is there anything else you were thinking about or had heard about? Not really. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any other products that I was specifically thinking about either. But like I said, someday, if you like it and you're into it, maybe we can head to Ulta together or to Sephora together and check out some other products. But cool. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad that we got to have this chat and look through all these products. Do you want to go for a walk or something? Yeah, let's get out of the house. Did you put on sunscreen? Okay, we'll go put on some sunscreen and then we're gonna go for a walk or something like that. Awesome. All right, let's get going.